Smash, 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 smash. Pass. Get smashed by. In 2018, developer Supergiant Games released Hades into the world. This delivered a blessing onto both fans of quality roguelikes and people who obsessed over Percy Jackson books in middle school. And since I reside at the center of that particular Venn diagram, I was all over this game the second it hit early access. Incredible art, an amazing soundtrack, and gameplay so good you won't even mind dying over and over and over again. You play as Zagreus, the son of Hades, as he attempts to escape the Underworld. Why? We don't know yet. How? Like any roguelike protagonist, bashing his head against a brick wall until either he or the wall crumbles. But he doesn't have to get concussed alone, he's got a little familial assistance. Oh no, not from his dad. That relationship could be generously described as
fine. Your failure is quite easily imagined.
On edge. No, he's getting help from the rest of the family, some of which are really cool, and the others are Zeus. But they all lend their power to help Zagreus on his journey. During each run, Zag can pick up different boons from the gods which contain buffs that can make or break your run. Some buffs are so good that you're going to develop your run completely around them, and others are complete trash that you're just going to have to take on the chin. Now, not all the gods could spare their time to help out, but we've got quite the roster, and the powers they grant us tie nicely into their characters. As the goddess who most has her shit together, Athena's boons are as useful as they are boring. Many of her moves focus on defense and providing ways to deflect projectiles. Befitting a goddess who is born of the severed balls of the Titan of Time, Aphrodite is going to cause a lot of damage. Besides giving the largest damage boost of all the other gods, enemies afflicted by her lust debuff take bonus damage as well. Fun fact, in mythology, Ares is a fucking punk who gets shit on by the other gods for just how much he sucks. This has led for him to be as edgy as the knives he posts selfies with while quoting Panic at the Disco lyrics. This is reflected in his boons being about cutting others and seeking retribution when enemies cut you. Like any skilled hunter, Artemis is skilled in identifying where to strike to deal out the most damage. Just like my sister, when teased about her height, turned to me and said, "At least I don't have thin lips." In that moment, a new insecurity was born from that fatal blow dealt to me by my fun-sized sibling. And just like her, you can use Artemis to increase your critical chance and damage by hitting your enemy's weak spots. I have a criticism on the boons offered by Dionysus. Sure, he's the god of wine, but that's the obvious shit. I can spread alcoholism in real life with $40 at my local Costco. Give me the good shit, driving men to madness to the point of tearing each other apart, or turning people into dolphins. Aim higher, do better. Much like how the tides push and pull in a gentle pattern of nature's pure beauty and majesty, Poseidon pushes your enemies into the fucking wall for extra damage. Have you ever wanted to go slightly faster and make slightly more money? Then Hermes is the god for you. Imagine you're a farmer. Through your dedicated hard work and toiling out in the fields, your crop is almost ready for harvest. With this, not only will you be financially stable for the next year, but you will also have replenished your food stores. And then suddenly a snowstorm hits, instantly killing everything, all because the goddess of the harvest also happens to be a helicopter parent. And with Demeter's boons, you can inflict that same pain that farmer felt on anyone who stands in your way. You know that uncle? The one who keeps talking about how the current king of thieves is actually in league with the Cyclopses, selling them the homeless in exchange for livestock, food for food. And his evidence for this is that he once saw it on Oracle Book, and that uncle only keeps getting invited because he's rich and gives good presents. That's Zeus, and his boons being incredible are the only reason I tolerate his presence. Along with the boons, you have a variety of weapons that also drastically change your play style, allowing you to punch, slice, bash, shoot, and shoot again, but with some patriotism. The combat is snappy and fast-paced, with each fight feeling deeply satisfying and rewarding. Each time you die, you get back up and eventually overcome any obstacles in your path. The game perfectly balances its pacing with your growing abilities. A boss that once gave you trouble is now nothing before you, not because you got some upgrades, but because you've ascended to a higher plane of existence. But why are we fighting? Why? do we bash the brick wall? Simple, maternal affection. We got some spoilers ahead, you've been warned. Turns out that Nyx, the goddess of night, who has been raising Zagreus as her son this whole time, is in fact not his biological mother. And instead of acting like some kind of degenerate hentai protagonist, Zagreus decides to be productive and track down his biomom Persephone to ask why she left. But to do that, he's gotta beat the shit out of every ghost and ghoulie in his way while making friends with classic mythological figures along the way. Characters like Achilles, Hypnos, and my favorite, Eurydice, purely because I love the song that she sings. But how do we make friends? Well, just like in real life, we give them a bottle of Sunny D over and over and over again until they trust us to solve their deepest regrets, or in the case of Megara and Thanatos, becoming a throuple. Besides juice, you also have to talk to them. Luckily, the writing in this game is fantastic, and the stunning character art and well-performed vocals make for incredibly charming characters that you want to interact with as much as possible. Speaking of great writing, Zagreus himself is chock full of it, and paired with a killer performance by Darren Korb, Zag is able to pull off the perfect mix of sassy sarcasm and genuinely emotional moments throughout the game.
You know what I like about you? The way you bleed.
That is not the type of flattery I'm used to. You're making me a bit uncomfortable, I'll have you know. Hi there. No need for formalities, I'm Zagreus. Just heading out on some official business, past the menacing bone hydra. Don't mean to be rude, though I'm in a bit of a rush.
Well, don't you have your hands full, hun? I'll let you go. But there's one rule in my place, which is, nobody leaves here empty-handed. You got that?
Getting to see Zagreus interact with and form bonds with the various characters in the game really ends up being a reward in its own right, which makes dying over and over again slightly less painful. So, with the power of friendship and polygamy at your back, we fight our way to the surface. And just as it looks like we're in the clear, Daddy Dearest shows up to block our path. But if you want to know what happens next, you're gonna have to pick up a copy yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some daddy issues to work out.
Alright, one more time.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to thank both my girlfriend who helped with recording footage and writing the script, and my friend Mac for helping with editing the script as well. I'd also like to thank you for watching and ask that if you liked the video, then please subscribe and click the bell, and maybe leave a comment for any games you'd like me to cover in the future. Thanks!